Hi everybody, I hope you've had a good week. I'm going to do what I did last week, which was post a shorter version of this video on my social media and a slightly extended version on YouTube. So this week it's been back to sewing classes. I've almost done a full timetable of sewing classes, which is really nice because over the summer it's been a bit stop-start, what with holidays and the corporate workshops that I did and things like that, so the flow's kind of been a bit messed up. And the other thing that I've done is worked on the business rather than in the business. I think it's quite important for small businesses, probably for big businesses as well, to be honest, just to sort of stand back and have a look from the outside in and just you know, strip it down. What's working, what's not working, you know, am I kind of reaching the goals that I was hoping to achieve within the business? You know, having a look at it and just being a little bit ruthless and decisive about what needs to happen going forward. And I think I find it really hard because obviously I absolutely love what I do. I'm really passionate about everything that I do and I don't want anything to not work. And I'd probably rather suffer than not do it, you know. So, but you have to be realistic and you have to look at it. It is a business. So I have made a few changes and, you know, I find that a bit stressful and a bit emotional, but they needed to happen, and I feel like I'm a bit more back on track now, so we're moving forward again. So what I wanted to talk about in this video is a few events that I've got coming up, and I've also got some new fabrics that I've got to show you, and there's a bit of an ironic twist about all of this which I'm going to share in the YouTube section as well. So firstly I just wanted to talk about the events that are coming up because there's quite a few things. There's the next Sewcial, so I don't know if you've been to one before, but it's really lovely local village hall that we've got here in Countersthorpe, and we hire out the place. It's got lovely skylights, lots of space, there's a huge amount of tables, we've got great kitchen facilities. I'm putting on homemade cakes, there's tea and coffee all day, and you can just bring your sewing machine with lots of space to sew and cut, chat, and it's just a really lovely Sunday. So that is taking place on the 29th of September. As it's September, I'm going to be celebrating Secondhand September, so I'm going to run a sort of mini workshop. So if you're coming, you're welcome to just join me for this. I'm going to have a little kind of section where we chat about upcycling ideas or alteration ideas. I've done it before. It'll just be an hour within the Sewcial where you can come and join me and we can sort of brainstorm ideas about how to alter a garment that you're not wearing, or how to upcycle it or what to do with it, changing the ideas. So it's quite fun. We've done it before, and I thought it's a great idea to sort of add to the Sewcial. So I will be offering that, and I'll give more details nearer the time. But the Sewcial is open for booking now, so if you want to come along and join us, you are more than welcome. So I'll try and remember to add a link below the video. The other thing that is happening a couple of days before the Sewcial is our next colour analysis day. So this was great fun last time. So Chelsea from Radiantly Me came along and did an express colour analysis for all the people at the event, and then afterwards we're both on hand to look at fabrics and choose fabrics in your colours. And I mean, she's just brilliant. So it was such a fun. She's very down to earth and realistic as well. It's you know, she really helped people focus on the colours that they liked, even, you know, in their colour, you know, in their colour, whatever you call it, category. But yeah, it was a fun event. There's a discount for fabric on the day. It's a small amount of people, but it's lovely to be in a small group. It was just a really positive thing. So there's that going on. Then there's sewing days. So if you are interested in coming and sewing with tutor with me as as your tutor for the day, then there are once a month I host this on a Friday, so you can come for a full day. It's great to have to get a project, sort of really get your teeth into a project, or if you want to kind of work on fitting something, I'll help you with the fitting and the toiles. We can do whatever your focus, or you can just meander through a sewing pattern and I'll help you as you go. So you can use the sessions exactly as you'd like to, and the same goes for regular sewing classes. One of the changes that I have made actually has meant that there are some more spaces opened up. Going forward, I am opening up spaces on courses as a one class event. So if you want to come for like maybe a couple of classes just to sort of get unstuck with something, I'm listing any holiday dates when I'm given notice as a space. So they're on the single session booking section of the website. So again, I'll try and add a link to that, but you can just come along for that one session, or if you can see that that evening or that morning or that Saturday afternoon has a few slots and you just like to book them all in, you're welcome to do that as well. So that way we can probably, you've got more opportunities to come along and to join the sewing classes. So I think on the whole, let me just check my list. One last thing, the Overlocker class is the 14th of September. So if you'd like to come to the Overlocker class, this is a great opportunity to sort of bring your own overlocker. I'll go through all of the functionality of the overlocker, how to thread it up, tips and tricks. You can ask loads of questions with your own overlocker. If you haven't got your own overlocker and you want to borrow one, you can get in touch and ask. If it's not loaned out to somebody already in the class, you're welcome to try it. So it's a great way to just have a go with the overlocker. So that's going ahead on the 14th of September. We'll also do lots of techniques that you can use the overlocker for, practical application. So we'll go through that. All of those pieces of fabric are all included in the workshop cost. So yeah, that's what's going on coming up. And now I'm going to go over to the YouTube video and talk a little bit more about these new fabrics that have come in. So let's have a look at the fabrics. So for the last couple of years I've been looking at buying fabric only if it falls under the umbrella of something sustainable, and all of these fabrics that I've bought in do fall into a category for sustainability. So the areas that I sort of categorise all my fabrics into are organic, responsibly manufactured, recycled or dead stock. So I don't think there's a perfect solution, but I feel like there are better choices. So there's always a reason for me to add it to my shop under something that I feel like is a worthy, sustainable credential, really. So one of the biggest areas that I've bought in recently is linen, and I think linen is just a beautiful fabric, and there's so many good things about linen. Linen is derived from the flax plant, which grows very readily. It grows without the quantity of water that they need to grow cotton, so it's not so water hungry. It's grown with a lot less harmful chemicals because it grows quite readily, so it just doesn't need them. It does grow quite quickly, so I think the whole growing process is less aggressive, and then when you have the fibre and the fabric that's woven or knitted to make the beautiful fabric that we get to use, it's got all these amazing properties. It's very strong, it's absorbent, it's thermoregulating, so in the summer it'll keep you nice and cool, and in the winter it'll keep you warm. It's very breathable, so it's antibacterial as well. There's just loads and loads of great properties about linen, so I'm very happy to stock linen. I think it's naturally a sustainable fibre. And the fabrics that I've got in linen are all the same weight, so they're a nice medium woven weight of fabric, and I just think this is a very versatile type of weight of fabric. It's I like it for the Jane dress. I've got a couple of Jane dresses in linen and I've had them years. That's another thing about linen, is it washes really well. You might get a little bit of fade, but it kind of adds to the character. I feel like it's a bit like denim, you know, it kind of weathers nicely and it just looks really good. So even when it is a bit washed. So yeah, this is a really nice medium weight, and I like I said, I've used it for a couple of Jane dresses. I like it for wide leg trousers. I like it for shirt dresses. So it's just a really versatile fabric, and also it's great for home furnishings as well. So curtains, cushion covers, anything where you want that kind of rustic linen look is great. So the colours that I've got in are this kind of natural, I think this one's actually called flax, but it's a kind of creamy, very slightly beige colour. So I think this is just one of those kind of neutral colours that's a great base for your wardrobe in the summer, or like I said, for home furnishings it's really nice as well. I've also got another neutral here, which is this taupe, which is a slightly deeper beige colour, kind of on the grey spectrum, but I think that's a really lovely option. And again, it could be neutral basics for your wardrobe, teamed with black. It would look really classic and nice. It would be nice for sort of jackets that might be a bit unstructured, or like a blazer type that you want to look a bit unstructured. So that's another great option. Another style that I've got in my pattern range that this would be nice for would be the Emily dress, or I've made the fern culottes in linen quite a few times and I do love them. So I wear my white fern linen culottes quite regularly. What other colour? I've got my green, dark green fern and millie combo, and then I've also got a full millie dress, and I elongated the pinafore dress and made it in linen, and again I love that as well. So it's just a really versatile, and like I said, it's just got the nice quality that it'll keep you cool in summer and warm in winter, so you could use it all year round. This is just this beautiful rich royal blue, which I think could look stunning as all kind of garments. I think a linen dress as well is just a lovely classic style. The one thing about linen that some people find a little bit negative would be that it does crease. I personally don't mind that. I think it's part of its character. I don't mind seeing creased garments, but it would be, if that's not for you, then probably linen is not going to be the right fabric. This colour is just stunning. It's a really beautiful raspberry pink. It's so deep and lovely. A lady in my sewing classes recently has copied one of her favourite skirts. In fact, she's made 2 new ones in this linen, and you probably see it if you follow my social media. You might have seen pictures, but she copied the pattern. It had these beautiful patch pockets with welts in the patch pocket, and then an elasticated back with a flat front waist, and a little bit of gathering across the front, but really nice, and I just think this would make a beautiful skirt. And then next up, if linen isn't really your thing, but you are looking for a medium weight fabric, you might like this, which is this has its place because it has some tencel in it, but it does also have some polyester, cotton and elastane, so it is a bit of a blended fabric, which is not my favourite combination to have blended fabrics, but this is a really beautiful quality, and I feel like the longevity of this is makes it really worthwhile. It's such a great quality fabric. It's got this beautiful amount of stretch. Let me just show you that. You see how much that stretches, and it's just got it's like a soft denim, but it's a much heavier weight than a kind of a regular poplin or anything like that, so it would be great for trousers or skirts or dresses or jackets. There's just a multitude of uses for this. So I've got that in this new blue colourway, which I think is really nice. I think I'm having a bit of a blue moment at the moment. There's lots of blues here. And the other colour I have, and this actually is a different fabric, but it has very similar properties, but this is cotton. This is 98% organic cotton, which is my ultimate favourite to have organic, with 2% elastane. So it's got similar handle to the other, the tencel in it, but it's slightly different properties. So again, this would be great for jackets, you know, denim style jackets or trousers. Lots of different uses for this. And the other thing that these would be great for again would be the Emily dress. It would be great for the little Mary dress if you wanted to do kids ones or wanted to be matchy. So there's lots of options there. And then the other few new fabrics that I have in are this tencel jersey. So this is very, very soft and drapey. I love my tops in this. I've made the Angie top a couple of times in this very soft tencel jersey, and the other thing I've made is a Karen vest top, and I love that as a kind of underlayer. If you want to just see a bit of a kind of glint of a little vest top, the Karen top works really nicely in this. And then like you might wear a wrap dress or something, or a cardigan over the top, unless you're happy to have a slim fitting vest. So it's a really nice layering type fabric, but it's got a beautiful drape and lots of stretch. So this one is oh, can't see that. Yeah, 72% tencel, modal and spandex. So yeah, lovely, really lovely quality, really lovely stretch. And then lastly, I have three new viscose, and these are Lady McElroy viscose fabrics. With these, they have a selection of their fabrics that are ethically sourced, and they're all clearly labelled, so they're the selection that I always buy from when I buy Lady McElroy. So this is the lovely handprint, which I've loved in the dark navy, and this is this lovely cornflower blue, but on a viscose base, so it's got that lovely drape. So I think this would be great for either of the Claire tops, either the short sleeve or the 3/4 sleeve. I've been wearing my Claire tops quite regularly actually, so they work really nicely in viscose. And then I have this one here that's just lovely kind of animal print with these blue shades, which I think would be a great fabric to wear with denims or anything really. It's just a really nice floaty blue toned fabric print. So yeah, I like that one. This one is a little bit special actually. So look at these vibrant colours. Isn't that stunning? And the great thing about this is it has this gorgeous gold lurex fleck. I just think that's absolutely amazing, and this is just super soft and it reminds me of last year when one of my good customers made the fern culottes, and she made them full length like palazzo pants, and they just look stunning. I just thought, what about this? That would look amazing. But there's loads of other things you could do with these. You know, they're great for any tops that have got gathers or sort of billowy sleeves, or that you just want the soft nature of viscose. And then lastly, I have two cottons. So this one is a cotton poplin. Again, with Lady McElroy, their cottons are generally sourced from the Better Cotton Initiative, which isn't organic, but it does hold up. I think there's 7 categories that they look for with their Better Cotton Initiative, and one of those is fair pay to the farmers and things like that. So I think, you know, although I would prefer everything to be organic, you know, we're not living in an ideal world, and the BCI is a great option. So this is a really lovely cotton poplin. So this is a bit more weighty than cotton lawn, which we kind of know and love from Lady McElroy, but so it's got a lovely crispness and a little bit more weight. I think that would make some stunning dresses, and anything that you want a bit more volume, or something that's really easy to sew, because this would be great and easy to sew. And then this is one of the classic cotton lawns, and I just love this. I kind of like this trend at the moment for all of this kind of handcrafted, embroidered, patchworked, all of that kind of look. And so I liked this with the almost embroidery look, but it's printed. And I thought, I wonder if you could actually, you know, quilt some of this or embroider over it and make something. I don't know, I haven't really kind of pursued that thought yet, but I just love the colours. I just think that's really cute. So it'd be just nice as it is as well, of course. So yeah, that's all of the fabrics. And my little ironic twist is that actually I am going to be cutting down on the amount of fabrics that I have in stock. I'm not stopping altogether, but I'm going to kind of just narrow it even further. I want a little bit more space in the studio for some other things that I'm working on, and it's not the everything of my business. I've got lots of plans that I'm working on, and I want to really focus on that. I can't be all of the things I want to be in my business, and so I've kind of got to decide. So I am still going to stock fabrics, but I am going to tighten the collection even further. So I think that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the little video, and I shall see you again next week, hopefully.